Okay, so today we'll discuss about the Git. What does it mean by the Git and why we are using it? So basically, first of all, it's a free and the open source. Okay, and it is a part of the distributed version control system. Okay, that means like consider now you have a project. You got one project. You got the ticket and the project. Now you have done the work. Okay, whatever the task they have given company. So you have done this task. After that, this whatever you have done, now this thing we have to send to the manager or someone who will see, and after that who will execute and give you the approve, like you have done the right thing, so you haven't done the right thing, it will see, and after that it will done. So like that wise we have to use the Git. For that purpose we use the Git. So first of all, it's a free and the open source. So if you want to do any work and you want to share to your manager, you can just simply do all the changes inside the Git, and you can just simply push to the Git repository. So we have a Git and we have the Git repository. So all this work we will done inside the Git only, and after that at the last, once you have done all the changes, whatever the ticket you have got, you have to done this ticket inside the Git, and after that you can just simply push to your GitHub. So GitHub is just simple a repository, or you can say it's just like of the storage. Okay, GitHub, that is nothing but it's just a type of the storage. There all the changes, whatever the changes we made, will store the changes inside the GitHub only. It is also called as a remote, or you can also call as it's a repository. Sometimes they call the repository, sometimes they call the GitHub. Okay, so this is the thing. And why we use them Git? So if you want to perform any command or something, then we have a Git. Okay, if consider some of the files you have written, and this file, now these files you have written it, and after that you want to push this file into an GitHub. Otherwise from the GitHub you have to fetch, you have to pull this file. So for that we have a Git. Just like you want to separate the project, you want to isolate the project into a different branches. So there we have a concept of the branch as well. Okay, so we'll see. First of all, we have to download the GitHub first. How we can download? So just simply come here, Git download. Okay, just hit enter. This is the first file you have to go. Okay, so this is the thing. Inside that you have to go, and after that you can just simply click here to download. Once you are clicking, it will open two options, I think. Oh, it has downloaded directly, so you can just simply download. Okay, so automatically it will sense and it will download the window version for your platform, for your window platform. Okay, so once you have download, you just have to do one thing. Just once you have downloaded, double click and just next you have to click. Okay, once you download, just go inside the CMD. Okay, go inside the CMD and just check the version of the Git and hit enter. So in this case, in my case, it is showing 2.38.0. okay, this is our version. That means our Git has installed successfully. So if it is not installed, then you can just simply go inside the environment variable, and you can just simply set your environment. You can just simply set the GitHubs, this Git. Okay, so now you have downloading the Git, and here now I'll show you what does it mean by the GitHub. So this is nothing but your GitHub. Okay, here all the changes will write. So if I'm clicking here, see, so it will open one repository. This repository is nothing but the name of your, see, name of your project, and inside that you have a data. So this is nothing but your GitHub only. Okay, and from this, from your local to this repository, you want to add something. For that we use one interface, that is Git. We use one thing, that is Git. Okay, so now I'm just simply working on it. So first of all, I am just simply creating. Okay, so consider inside my desktop, I am creating one folder, that is Git project. Okay, so now here I'll just simply want to open this folder as a Git. So how I can do it? So you just simply, you have already installed the Git, you just have to right click. Once you have right click, so here these two options will show. This is for the GUI, By using the GUI you perform the operation, just like here we don't need to write the code. Like if you want to push, then there we have a button for pushing and pull, but this one is our command. This git bash here is nothing but our command, so you have to click this one. Okay, so it will open this git. The same thing you can do with the git, the same thing you can do with the CMD as well. Why? Okay, because of you have performed, you have set your git as a global level. That means you have added inside the environment variable, so you can write this in the here as well in the CMD. So first of all you have to go inside the desktop. Okay, so desktop must be somewhere. You have to copy this path. This is the path we have to copy, and once it will copy, you just have to go there and just simply write here. Okay, you have to go inside the desktop. Maybe we have a project here, like git project. You just go inside it, and after that this is your normal project. Now you want to convert this project into the git. So this one is our normal project, no? Now I'm just doing all the changes here only. So this one is good. So here right now I'm in the git project. So this one is just simple a folder. Now I'm converting this folder into an git. So how we can convert? So for that we have to write git init. Init, that means the initialization. Hit enter. So yeah, so it has initialized. Now that means this normal folder has converted into an git folder. Now if you are going inside this where it's our project, see we don't have anything, like this is the hidden file only. Okay, but if you list out, just try to list. Okay, so here this ls is nothing but the list. So I'm just trying to list what are the folder it has present inside this git folder. So it has showing nothing. Okay, but when you are going inside this, here we have one file, that is .git. So this file will provide the functionality of the gits. Okay, so all this automatic, that means the by default configuration. So it has present inside this folder. Okay, now you can just come here. So we have initialized this one as a git. Okay, now this is the folder. Now we have initialized as a git. Now we are in the master. Okay, this one is nothing but our branch. This one is nothing but our branch. So now what I'm doing, so just come here. Where is your project? Yeah, so this one, this is my folder. Now I'm doing some changes inside this folder. I'm just opening this folder as a Visual Studio. So you just have to type here code and dot and hit enter. Visual Studio will open. Okay, okay, once the Visual Studio is open, you just simply just do one thing, just write one file. Okay, so simple.java, right now I'm writing simple.java, and here I am doing the additions. Inside that, what I'm doing here, okay, that means this one is our normal project. Now your project is tracking by the git. Okay, so whatever the things you have written inside this folder, it will, your git will track these projects. Okay, so for that you have to write some of the commands. So if right now if I write git status, it will show like simple.java, it has present inside this. What is present? Simple.java, but your git is untracking. If you want to track, you have to write these types of command. So your simple.java will come under the git. So just come here. This is the thing we have written. Now I'm just writing public class that is simple.java. Okay, here you have to write the main method. Okay, this is the main method we have written. Now system.out and addition I'm just writing. Okay, and here I'm doing 10, 20 plus 20. Okay, it's not matter about anything, I have written it. After that you can just simply go there, again just type git status, again the same thing it will show. That means your git is untracking this simple.java. If you want to track or you want to add this file inside your git, for that we have to use git add. And which file you want to add, that is simple.java. So you have to write git add simple.java, hit enter. Okay, now your file has added. Now you can just simply do one thing, git, again just type status and hit enter. So it is showing nothing now. See, it is showing in this color, like it is saying like your new file has added inside the git. Okay, that means your file is added inside the staging area now. Staging area is nothing but your git only. Okay, so now from the local it is going to your git. Okay, now if you want to commit, that means why you have written this file. This is the simple.java file you have added, but why you have added, what is the use of this simple.java? So you can just simply you can just simply write one message for this, that is nothing but the descriptions. So for that we'll write like this, git commit and message and double quotes. So whenever I am doing this, git commit -m and the message. Okay, so that means for this file it will reflect, so git commits, and I am just saying initial changes I have made it for this file, or you can just simply write initial changes and hit enter. Okay, so right now when I will do git status, this time what it is showing right now, see, before that here what it is showing, git status when I have written, so that time it is saying like one file I have added but changes to be committed. That means whenever we are this file in future we are pushing to the repository. Okay, whenever you are pushing to this repository, here you see at the right hand side, here we have a commit options, so you have to click here. So it is showing why exactly this file has added. See, so this is the file you have added, no, why this file exactly added. So this is nothing but the commit. See, my first contribution, so this is the name I have written and this is the file I have added. So why you have added this file, so this is nothing but your description. Okay, so these types of, they will see, your manager will see, and they will, okay, if everything is good, then they will approve this one, otherwise it won't. So simply come here and we have done this. After that you can just simply again create one file inside this, inside the Visual Studio Code. So I'm just okay, subtraction.java I have written the same thing now. Okay, here we are doing the subtraction. Again just go there and just simply type git and you can just type the status. What it will show this time, it is showing sub.java. Okay, it is showing sub.java. That means this is the file we have added inside our this folder, but we haven't tracked. So for tracking you just simply type git add, and this is the file now I'm gonna add inside this our folders. Okay, inside our git. So how we can do that thing, sub.java. Okay, and now you can just simply check git status. Now this is the file we have added, but we haven't committed, so we have to commit git commit -m double quotes open, and here you can say we have added subtraction file, okay, to the git, simple, and hit enter. So this one is our message only. Okay, now the thing is, if you want to check how many git or how many commit you have done, so you can just simply like this, git and log. If you want to check, so you can just simply check by using a git and the log. So here we have done in this date, okay, with this username, okay, we have done this changes, we have committed. See, okay, now you want to go there, you want to go back in the program, then we have to choose this commit. This is the hash code we have to choose. Like that wise, when we have created this commit, this one is our commit, okay, no, when we have created this commit, that time this one isn't present, is it? this one isn't present when we have added this one. Okay, no? So I'm just simply copying this one. See, you can also go in the go back, there is no issue. If you want to go in the previous and you want to check what are the things I have created now, then you can easily check it. So how we can check? For that you have to check out, like come here. So this one is your two file is there, simple.java and the sub.java. When we have created the simple.java, that time this sub.java is not present there. So how we can go in the previous? So for that you have to use one command, that is checkout. Git checkout, and whatever the hash code you have, you can just simply paste there. This one is our hash code. Which one? This one. Okay, I have copied. Now you can just simply do one thing, the same code you have to return there. So I am just writing git checkout, and you can just simply whatever you have copied, go there and paste it and hit enter. Okay. Okay, so right now here you see, now I have changed, this one is our master. From the master I have changed to this hash code, whatever the hash code I have written. Checkout, that means you can change the state, like if you can change the commit, you can change the branch. This master is nothing but your branch. I'll let you know what does it mean by this branch. Okay, but before that, this is the hash code. Okay, now you can just go inside your Visual Studio Code. See here, this sub.java has removed. Why it has removed? Because of we are in this simple.java. In this time we are right now. Okay, so when we have uses this hash code, that time our simple.java this sub.java isn't present there. But now I just want this one. Again I just want this. I just want to go in this time. So you can just simply take first of all, we'll just simply git and log. We'll just type git log, and inside this we have only one changes. Okay, so we have to go inside the master. So from this hash code to master we have to go. So for that, git checkout, and you can just simply type master, hit enter. Now we have checkout to a master. Now see here, Control C. Okay, Control L, that means clear. Okay, so I have did the Control L. Now you can just simply git. Now you can just type log. So it is showing 2. Previously it is showing only 1, but in this time it is showing 2. Okay, this is the thing. And another thing, we have to set the username and the password for this. Okay, for your git you have to set the username and the email ID. So how we can set? You have to write the git config -- global. If you want to set as a globally, then you have to write the -- global and user dot name. So I just want to see the name. So our name is search. Now I just want to check the email ID as well. So you can just simply type git config -- global and user dot email. Hit enter. Now you will see this email ID, that is searchsoftware@gmail.com. Okay, and now you want to change. So how you can change it? So for that you have to write git config. This is configuration. I just want to set as a global, and what I'm saying setting is that is user dot name, and here you have to write. So in this time I'm just simply writing search one. Okay, from to search I'm just writing a search one. Hit enter. Okay, so now just simply try to go there, git config -- global user dot name and hit enter. So again we have the search, so you can just simply type global user dot name. Previously which one value we have? We have a search one. Again just type search one. So it's saying it won't reflect. Okay, so yeah, so in one case we have to write the old value, in one case we have to write the new value. So in the previous, which value you have to change? So I just want to change the search. Okay, so here you have to write the search, and from the search I just want to make I just want to rename to a search one. So you have to write the old value, old username and the new username. Like that wise you have to type git config global user dot name. Now hit enter, you will get the search one. Got it? Now this thing is done. Okay. Now the thing is, what does it mean by the branch and why we are using it? Like consider you have a big website. Okay, so here in this time, here we have a, this is the things we have. Okay, here we have a 4 or 5 classes. Now you are working on this different dot class. In this class you are working now. Okay, so for that you have to create one branch. That means the things must be a separate. So whenever you are working on some project or you are working on some ticket, so that's why for that you have to create one branch and you have to work on it. That means people knows that you are working on this branch. Okay, so if some another employee is there, so who will work on this redmi.md, or some another employee is there who will work on the sum.java. Like this wise we will maintain the manners. Okay, so this is nothing but we are separating the code. Branch is nothing but we are separating the code. So here you see this one, consider this one is my branch, this entire is nothing my branch. Here you see, here we have a branches. So right now we have only one branch, that is main. So in this branch I am working. So if some another person is there, if I want to check, then we have to go inside the view all branch and you have to select that branch, but we don't have the branches right now. Okay, so how we can create the branch? Just come here and we have to type git branch and the branch name. But before that I just want to check how many branches I have. So you can just simply type git and branch, hit enter. So in this case now we have only one branch, that is master. Now I am just creating my own branch, so you can just type git branch and the branch name. Okay, so Piyush just working on the addition, so I am just writing like this. So this is my name and I am just working on the addition. So you can just simply hit enter. Now you have created the additions. Okay, now if I want to check how many branches I have, so you can just simply type git and branch. Once you type git branch, so it will show all the branches, whatever the branches it has. Okay, so now we have created the branch. Now what we have to done is, like I'll right now I am in the master branch and I just want to change from master to this Piyush addition. So how I can change it? So you can just simply go git branch and you can just type the name of your branch. So I just want to go inside this Piyush and the addition. You can just hit enter and you will change the branch. Okay, so it hasn't changed. So again we have to write git branch and Piyush, and here I have written the addition, hit enter. Okay, so oh shit, what we are doing is, like we are trying to I have typed the wrong command. What we have to do, we have to check out. That means we have to switch from the master to a Piyush addition. Okay, and what I am typing is git branch. That means we are trying to create, we have to check out. No, so git checkout, and after that you can just type your branch name. Okay, git checkout Piyush addition. Now it will change. So see here we have switched from master to Piyush addition. So this is the thing. Now what we have done is, so from whenever we are switching, so all this functionality it will take automatically. So if I'll try it here git log and hit enter, so see, so when from where I have switched from this master, I have switched to this Piyush addition. Okay, so whatever the property it has present inside this master, all this property it has present inside your this branch as well. Okay, but now what I am doing, I am again creating one class, and this is the class I am just adding. First of all we will create one class inside this addition. So here I have came and I'm just creating the I'm just creating a multiplication now. So right now where I have created, don't confuse, okay, where I have created right now where I am inside this Piyush addition. That means this is the class I have created inside the Piyush addition only. Okay, so here you can just simply write the main method. Once you have written the main method, you can come here, and this is for the multiplication. I'm not doing any multiplication now. Okay, so here we have done. Now you can just simply do the git status again, git status, and once you have done the git status, it is saying one file it is modified. That means in that time I have written something, so it has modified, and this is an untrack. So we have to see, we have two files now. So two times we have to write git add, and first time we have to write this mul.java, and once I'm hitting enter, later that we have to write this git add simple.java. So this is not a good thing. Okay, so we can just simply do one thing. No, you can just simply type like this git add and dot and hit enter. So what it will done this time, whenever you are writing git add and dot, all this file will come inside the staging area. All this file will come inside the staging area. So now you can just simply go there and check the status. So now all this file is in stack mode. See, when I'm hitting enter, this mul and the simple, this two file, that is this one is in red right now. Here you see, now it changed from red to green. Okay, so this is called as a staging area. Okay, so now your git has tracking these files. Okay, but the thing is, if I'm checkouting now, where I have done all these changes inside this branch. Okay, now I'm just I'm just switching, okay, to a master. Okay, now if I try to go there, and I'll just typing here git status. Okay, so we haven't committed. First of all, again we'll go back, git checkout to our, in this file I have, and after that we haven't committed, so we have to commit. First of all we have to commit, and you have to write the yum. For here I'm just typing the message, so for that you have to write like this, and both file added inside the git, inside the staging area, you can say. Okay, so this is the file we have added now. Now I'm just checkouting to a master, where I have added inside this. Now I'm just checkouting to a master. Okay, I'm just checking like git and log. So here you see how many files it is showing. Only two files it is showing. First, that is initial changes, and we have added the subtraction. Okay, so previously only two log is there, so that's why it is showing only two hash codes. That means two commit, and one commit we have done inside this branch, but this change isn't reflected inside this master. How it will reflect? It won't reflect. Why? Because of this is the separate branch. I am working on this branch, and someone is working on this master branch. Okay, but you want to reflect these changes, so for that you have to merge it. So this is this branch you have to merge inside this master. For that we have to use the merge command. Okay, where you want to merge inside this master, so just be in the master only. Okay, so right now I am in the master. Okay, after that you have to write the git every time what you want to merge. Okay, I just want to merge this another branch. There I have did the additions. Okay, so you can just simply hit enter now. So here it is saying like inside the multi Java, here we have a 6 files, and all this file has added. Okay, here the same thing, it has added all the files you have modified there. This file is also added now. Okay, and 2 file it has changes, and 10 is insertion it has done now, and 1 deletions. Why 1 deletions? Because of, first of all, we have added one file, we have added one code, and after that we have removed that code. So that's why it is saying 1 deletion is there. Okay, now you can go there, git and log, and hit enter. Now you will see 3 file is there. Okay, here we have a 3 log. If you want to check out, you want to go you want to check the previous what you have did the changes, then you can just simply check out git checkout, and you can just simply go inside this commit. So right now I just want to check this. So once I will done these changes, copy here, once I will done these changes, so that time what it will happen, okay, this is the thing we have to remove, this extra it has came from 5, we have to remove. Okay, give the, see here inside this right now we have a entire files, like we have simple.java, mul.java, sub.java. If I hit enter, now you will see this 2 files has removed. Okay, so if you don't want these files, then you can just simply work on this, you can work on this hash code only, that means you can work on this commit only. So like that wise a git works. Okay, now it's time to create the GitHub. So just simply come here and just create the GitHub. Okay, so how we can create the GitHub? So you can just simply go there, GitHub login. Okay, so once you are going, you can just open anyone and you can just simply log in. Okay, here we have to log in, but I have already signed. Okay, I have already signed in, so that's why it has opening our Git account. Okay, so if you are not signing out, so you can just simply go there and just create your account. Okay, GitHub. Okay, after that, once you have created, okay, now it's time to create the repository. So how we can create the repository? Okay, so here you can just come and just create the new repository from here. So you can just come here and just create it. So now I'm just going and I'm just creating the repository. So here you have to give the name. How we can give the name here? So what we are learning Git. Okay, so here I have given this learning Git. I have written 2A, that is okay. Now if you want to write some description, you can write inside this. If you want to make this as a public, you can click here public. If you want in a private, you can click the private. Okay, here we have a add readme files. If you want to pass some information inside this, you can easily pass it. And here we have a git ignore. So I haven't explained about the git ignore, so just simply come here and now I'll just discuss about the git ignore. Okay, so consider some of the file is there, okay, and this file you don't want to track by the git, then for that we have to create the .git ignore. Okay, so just come here, we have to write .git ignore. Okay, this is the file we have to write it. So here I have created one .git ignore. Okay, and after that I am creating one class like one sample.txt I am creating. Okay, and here we have a product key inside that. So this is the product key we have, like okay, this is our product key and it's a meaningful information we have considered. Now if I am going inside this branch and if I am just trying git status and hitting enter, so it is saying two things. First of all, git ignore and the sample.txt, but I don't want to show this file, or I don't want to track this file by the git. Okay, because it has some meaningful information, so you can just simply hide this file. So how we can hide? So for that we have to write this file inside this git ignore. So just come here and you can just simply write this file name inside this. So sample.txt and save the changes. Again just go and just type this git status and hit enter. So right now it is showing only one. Okay, we have to change to a master, git checkout and to a master. Okay, this one is good now, git status and hit enter. So what it is showing, it is showing only one file. Why it is showing only one? Because of we have added this sample txt meaningful information inside this git ignore. So this file will help you to ignore your git, okay, or whatever the data it has present inside this, whatever you are mentioning. Okay, so this is the thing. If you want this git file, then you can just simply add a license is here. Now we are creating our repository. So we have created, okay, done. Now we have created our git. Okay, after that all these things we have already done, like we already git init we have done, we have already added this readme files, we have already committed as well. Okay, and this is the master, this one is our master branch. Okay, and here we have the origin. Okay, so just come here, these things we have already done, we don't need this. Like now I gonna push this all the comments, that means whatever we have done inside this, okay, inside this whatever I have done here, all these things now I'm pushing to this repository. So this is the repository we have created. Now in this repository I just want to push it. So how we can push? So you can just first of all we have to write this one. See, right now we don't have any linking with this git and this github. So if you want to link, you have to return this command, git remote add origin. So just come here, Control L, come here and just simply paste it. So what I am doing this type, we are just simply, remote is nothing but your server. Okay, remote is nothing but the server, and we are adding the origin. That means this is the short name we are giving to this link. Okay, and this link is nothing but your github. Okay, so we are just simply adding this github inside this git, inside this folder. Okay, just hit enter. Now we have connected. Okay, so when you are typing git remote -v, so now it is showing this origin. So you can, if you want to fetch the data, you can just fetch from here, and if you want to push this data, whatever the data now you have created, this is the content you want to push here, you can easily push it. So for that we have this command, like inside this main branch I have to push it. So you can just simply copy this one, come here and simply paste it. Okay, inside this main we have to push, and for this we have this code git push u origin. Okay, and this is the main. So inside this main we want to push. Okay, so when we hit this information, all our changes will push inside this github. Okay, just hit enter. Okay, so now we have pushed all these changes, we have pushes to this repository. Okay, so now if I remove, inside this you will see this Visual Studio Code, whatever the files we have, you will see this file inside this. Okay, just try to refresh. Here you see whatever we have added, all this functionality it has came here. Okay, and inside this we don't have any git ignore file, and 3 commits we have done. So just go there, and here you see this is the commit we have, just go inside that and you will check. So this is the code we have added, and for this code why we have added, so this is the message we have printed, both the file added inside the git. So that means these are the files, and this both file it has added, so that's why we have written this message. Okay, like that wise will create. Okay, is there any issue till now? No. Okay, this is the thing. Now if you want to perform the same thing by using the Eclipse, you can also do that things.